with the property. Their ideology totally different, which is in accordance with the Russian ideology too also. Okay, constitution is commenced into, it was put before. Last day when on 26th of November 49, this constitution was finally, it was approved. All the members, they signed over this. But on 25th of November, he gave a lecture to all the members of the Constituent Assembly. He said, there are three problems which I feel like this may happen so to this beautiful document. He thanks to all the members, he thanks all the members of the Constituent Assembly drafting committee that they have put forth a trust and faith on Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. I won't go in detail, but last word he said that no doubt this is one of the best constitution of the world, healthiest, tallest, strongest constitution of the world. Second thing he said, no constitution is a bad constitution, but it becomes bad if it comes in the hands of the bad people. It will be the worst constitution once it will come in the hands of the bad people, those who are not in a position to execute that constitution. So accordingly, constitution was commenced on 26th of January 1950. Now, the vision of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar as far as the constitution is concerned, the foremost vision is about social structure. What type of society he was entrusted? He was entrusted casteless society, classless society. And with this casteless and classless society, he was more interested with equality, liberty, fraternity. Until and unless we don't have equality, liberty and fraternity, then probably we cannot imagine about a classless system and a casteless system. These are the paramount things which we require and we have in this constitution. You may start from the preamble of the constitution and go to the bottom of the constitution. Everywhere you will find out his ideology. You will find out the constitutional morality. Because reason being, he has given much stress on the constitutional morality than the political morality. Because when you talk about democracy, what type of democracy he is asking about? Now friends, the democracy, those the students of political science, probably they well understand that he is of the same idea as Abraham Lincoln. That where the government is by the people, of the people and for the people. He said yes. But it was his vision, by the people, of the people, for the people, about the democracy. Right from 1950 when the constitution was given until day, if you see the vision, how the vision has been changed now. The vision of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar has been changed now if I change the spellings of democracy. Instead of using the word democracy, BY by the people, OF of the people and FOR for the people, and today in 2023, if I use the word BUY by the people, OFF of the people and FAR for the people, probably nothing is wrong as far as today's perception is concerned. How the vision of Ambedkar is tarnished. And about democracy, he said, don't go with the political democracy. First you need to have a social democracy. Then you talk about political democracy. If you are socially not structured, if you are not socially, you are not united, if you are not doing love to each other, you are not taking passionate decisions for the downtrodden, for the weaker section, for the women, probably nothing can happen. And as far as the women are concerned, his idea, you know, when he gave a slogan also, probably many of the students must be aware, I measure the progress of the community with the progress of the women. So it means he was so concerned with the women. That is why, you know, at the time when the constitution was commenced and even before the constitution, when the drafting committee was going on, he was more concerned with the Hindu laws. Because in the Hindu laws, Hindu Marriage Act, Hindu property law, adoption law, inheritance and all these things, there much place was not given to the women. Much status was not given to the women. He was interested that we should have a Hindu core bill where all are equal as far as the customary laws are concerned, personal laws are concerned, property rights are concerned, women rights are concerned, we should have a one single code, Hindu Code Act, Hindu Code Bill. Before the constitution comes into force, he has convinced all the members of the Congress that once we will get independent, then we will have Hindu Code Bill. In 1951, when the Congress proceedings were going on, assemblies proceeding, parliament proceedings were going on, and he said, okay, you have given me the promise that you will support me. Specifically, they said to Pandit Nehru that you have promised me that once we will get independence, we will have the parliament and we will definitely support Hindu Code Bill and we will pass. You know, those who have given the promise to Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, they refused. He said, I have some of the problems from my other leaders, so I can go ahead with this. So every leader of the political parties, they oppose the Hindu Code Bill. And just due to this reason, that this was empowering the women, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar resigned from the law ministership. I say, I don't want the law ministership. I want the empowerment of the women. I want this type of rights to the women. So that was his vision. His vision was about society. His vision was about democracy. His vision was about political system. His vision was about economy. And as far as economics is concerned, I think he was the greatest student of the economics. He was not a student of political science. He became a student of political science later on, but he was a student of economics. When he did his doctorate and on the problem of rupee, on the basis of the problem of rupee, which the recommendation which he has given, the Reserve Bank of India today, which is constituted, it is only on the recommendation of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Not here. I was just reading some essay written by Dr. Amritya Sen. Amritya Sen said that Dr. B.R. Ambedkar is my teacher of economics. The way he thought of, the way he presented his ideas on Indian economics, probably I could not have presented this. So for this matter, he is my teacher. So we see his economic strategy, economics ideology. And furthermore, talking about the vision, I take 3 points further. He said about the constitution which we have given to you. This is full of constitutional morality. And before we talk about the constitutional morality, means when we talk about equality, when we talk about the freedoms, every provision in the Constitution of India, it speaks about every aspect which Dr. B.R. Ambedkar visualized. He visualized about equality. Article 14, just in one sentence, it provides about equality. It says, state shall not deny to any person equality before law and equal protection of laws. When it says about freedom, Article 19 says, freedom of thought, freedom to express, freedom to assemble, freedom to move, freedom of association. I mean, a lot of freedoms are given. And I think the horoscope of the Constitution we can find out just from one document, that's the preamble of the Constitution. When he said, we the people of India having solemnly resolved to constitute India into sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. You know, the word socialism and secular was added later on. At the outset, these words were not the part of this preamble. These 2 words were added in 1978 by 44th Amendment. So, when the Constitution, when they were framing the preamble, and many of the leaders, they said, yes, we should have the word socialism and secularism. And Dr. B.R. Ambedkar opposed the word. No, there is no need to put the word socialism. Because putting the word socialism, you are putting a bracket that you don't want to expand it. Once everything is clear in our Constitution speaks social psychology, social philosophy, social ideology, why you need to put a word into the preamble? When our Constitution speaks about secularism, Article 25 to 28, then why you need to put a word secularism? So these words were added after the death of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar in 1956. Meaning thereby, when you use the word constitutional morality, we say this Constitution is pregnant with the meaning of the morality. Social morality, political morality, cultural morality, religious morality, secular morality. Everything is provided in this. But the 2 things were there, and then I'll wind up. He say we must have a constitutionalism. Constitutionalism in Don't give uncontrolled, unchanneled power to the government. We need to control, and this constitutionalism is within the constitution. Like for instance, just I quote one article from the constitution. Article 13 says, once we have the fundamental rights, Article 13 says, states shall not make any law which takes away or abridges the fundamental right. Meaning thereby, state cannot make any of the law which takes away, which violate your fundamental rights. This is the constitutionalism. Article 14 says states shall not deny. Deny means restriction on the state. Article 21 says no person shall be deprived of his right to life and property, liberty. So it means restrictions are there. You may take 32 article where remedies are there, 226 where remedies are there. So it means this is constitutionalism. On the one side, he has constructed such a beautiful document, and on the other side, he has restricted the powers of the government that you should not misuse this constitution. And this is the constitution to whom we say today it's a living constitution. It's not a something which is dead letter as far as some provisions are concerned, that's it. This is the only living document. It moves, it's a progressive, it's a transformative. Indian constitution is a transformative, progressive, living constitution. And this is admitted by Honorable Supreme Court in many of its judgments. That is why under the shade of Article 21 about right to life, otherwise Article 21, just one small article, no person shall be deprived of his right to life and personal liberty. In one sentence, we can write on volumes and volumes of the books on just life, because life doesn't mean limbs only. Life doesn't mean limbs only. Life means life dignified way. And what is a dignified way? Where you can have education, where you can health, where you can have environment, where you have good governance. Probably if I start making the list, it may take years and years to put up and to complete this list. That is the meaning of life. That is why nowadays you say, is there any law on right to privacy? No, there is no law. That is part of Article 21 of the Constitution. Every day we are talking about, we are reading the newspaper, same-sex marriage. We all are talking on this. This is all the freedoms which we have got from Article 21 of the Constitution. So meaning thereby, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar has created such a beautiful document, and see his vision, social vision, economic vision, political vision, psychological, anthropological, social, casteism, all the things, and such a beautiful document. But the last warning which he has given, and the last warning which he has given, which I feel this is the most prominent, that if these number of members of the Constituent Assembly, or the 7 members of this drafting committee, we have given this document, take the document in the true spirit. Otherwise, it will take your spirit. Last. Avoid this hero worship. If you go ahead with the hero worship, probably whatever the ideals which we have put into this constitution, probably we cannot execute. Thank you very much.